The holiday seasons are here. Did you know that on average, 10 to 15 pounds is gained from Halloween until the end of the year? And then we go in to the first part of the year, and everybody wants to start with momentum and start with motivation. But if we are digging ourselves out of a hole because we've put on 10 to 15 pounds, it can be difficult. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to deliver a little bit of value to you, to think about things a little bit different, and to give you some strategies that I've done to help me, because I love food. I love to eat, and especially the holidays, that's all the good food. And so one, we just have to know that everything comes at a cost, okay? Everything comes at a cost. If I'm going to have this, then that means I've got to do this. One of the examples I use is a lot of individuals will come to me as they get started and they say, what about alcohol? Okay, so I say, okay, you can have alcohol, but you have to go for a 30-minute walk before you have the alcohol. Now what happens is now we go, okay, I want to have that drink, but it's cold outside and I got to go for a 30-minute walk. I'm not really interested in doing that. And so now you're actively making a decision instead of maybe being a little bit stressed out and then pulling the trigger and having alcohol that way. Also, when we look at it is like when we're eating anything that we're eating. So if you're having those holiday sweets or whatever, where it's the Halloween and it's the desserts and things like that, we want to have protein with everything. Okay, so like, yeah, with Thanksgiving, yeah, you have turkey and things like that, and then you have dessert. That's different. But let's say that, like, hey, I'm having a piece of pie or something like that. Have a protein shake with it. Reason for that is going to slow the digestion down, but it's going to fill you up and make it where you're not going to be as hungry, and go from there. On the other thing is like, for me, I fast. So I'll either, you don't necessarily have to fast all day, but I'll fast. Like it's 4:30 right now. I haven't had anything to eat today. And so I'll fast and I won't have anything. And so when I get home later, I can have more food. So maybe for you, maybe you have breakfast, but you skip lunch so you can have a little bit more food for dinner time that way as well. Other than that, those are really how we would get started, and just understand that, like, just because everybody else is doing it, this is what I tell my son, is like, just because everybody else is doing that doesn't mean you have to do that. So you can set the standard for yourself, as far as this is the way I do it. And what starts to happen is your kids start to watch, your spouse starts to watch, and they start to see, and they can start to kind of break that cycle and start to set the example on another level, on the possibilities of not gorging ourselves. And so then when we get to the end of the year and when we start the new year, we've enjoyed the holidays, we've had a good time, we've had a fun time, but at the same time, we are not having to dig ourselves out of the hole. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to reach out, and we'd love to point you in the right direction. Seth Humphrey with the Vitality Mill. Talk soon.